All right, everything's unmuted and we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the American Calamity campaign. This is episode 12. When we last left off, the party went through the western corridor into a room filled with zombies and what turned out to be a queen spider. And they ended up, after defeating some of the spiderling grunts, talking to the spider. Magpie could actually understand it, and ended up learning that it's been trapped there for a while. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Rach.
No problem.
The spider told them that they, to the eastern section, that's where her group of spiders were that she was kind of shunted out of because she no longer believed in Lolth. And she got trapped in this area. Told him that what they're searching for may be down in the bottom couple of ways. The party took a rest, and what would we like to do?
Am I on the right map?
Yes, this should be the correct map. Back at the main hall.
We're in the main hall. I will have to go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we go in and beat up
We feel
Spider.
a little tougher.
Yes. I think Spider Steve needs to get a whooping, personally.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
What, do you think we can't take Spider Steve? It's a spider. I would have killed the other one too, but you know, the new little one decided to talk to it.
Well, if the new spider is telling us to avoid Steve, maybe we venture south and see if maybe we can get her on our side to help fight Steve. Because then she'll be
She
able to
can't
get out
leave
now.
the room. She got too fat and can't leave the room. That was her problem in the first place.
She said that we could free her if we
get rid of magics around, but she has gotten too big, which means problems is probably same with Steve. No?
Could be.
Yeah.
What if Steve has friends?
We killed them.
Steve has wives.
So we'd have the bird talk to Steve and say, "Hey, Steve, are you an asshole or not?" If he says yes, we kill him.
How does Magpie feel about that?
Exactly what I thought you'd think.
I've had worse ideas.
Yes, jumping in the mouth of a storm giant, also in probably same idea, also in the realm of bad ideas. I'm going to meet jump into the belly of it's silly.
That idea was slightly more stupid than this idea.
Either way. Okay, we can check out the other tunnels and see if we have clues on how to turn off this magic that's making bad things bigger. I think that may be the way. Dwarf.
Yes.
You say nothing. Why? Are you in pain?
No, I'm just kind of out in left field right now.
Oh, stay inside of the infield, not out in the field. Infield. But do you think we go beat up Steve first or check out first?
I think we should head south. Check that out first.
Okay. And you, Cinder?
The dwarf.
Okay. I don't remember the name. Halfling.
Ankara.
Gesundheit.
Well, that is my name.
I'm so sorry.
It is okay.
Okay, let's go south then.
What's that?
All right.
Right. You get all sneaky and go see ahead and see if we have to get all tough first. Maybe I'll let
I throw my I throw my hood up and disappear into the shadows.
Nice. And maybe if you're good, send out a notice, and I'll let Seamus throw me down the hallway. You'll enjoy that. He really wants to. He asked twice now.
All right, so
Yeah.
Magpie dons his cloak and roll me a stealth check. Are you going straight south or are you going southwest?
Which way do you guys want me to go?
Steve is over here to the east.
Oh.
She said south and southwest both go kind of to the same people.
Let's go to the first one, just sort of by the miners.
Okay.
All right.
With my advantage, I rolled a 25.
All right, you believe you're stealthed.
Oh.
All
I
right.
believe he's still.
Yeah.
I literally just did a Batman while you were in your talking. I just disappeared.
All right, so that one goes.
The others thought you didn't see it.
I was going to tell him more, but now he's gone. Hey. Okay, and I'm going to put on. I'm going to wait till Ankara turns around, and then when she turns back around, I will look like my halfling.
Okay. You kind of turn around, looking around at the space, and as you turn around, there's no longer a turtle standing there. You see a halfling with a backpack.
Wearing the same clothes as Morium. Excellent.
Yeah.
I like the getup. This is some supreme magic that you have here.
It is acceptable.
I applaud your disguise. This is very convincing.
All right.
Hopefully you can tell the difference. Shall we go?
I'll follow.
All right, you guys wind down this path heading. It's straight path, doesn't veer off to the left or right. It's kind of tunneled out a little bit. And as you're heading down there, Magpie keeps giving you coast is clear, coast is clear. Everybody kind of inches down a little bit. I'm going to put you guys back here in the black. I don't have your updated token, Morium, but yeah. There we go. And put a cinder back here. You guys are back here in the back. I'm going to say a little ways away, a good 20 feet probably. That way you can still hear for signs and things, but you're back. And Magpie, as you get closer and closer, you start seeing shades of purple. And you come up to a big iron door with two purple lit torches.
Interesting. I'm going to examine the door closer for locks or
wrong way.
traps.
I need to do it from here. Sorry. Let me just do this, even though you guys have already seen it. That you can't see yet, but that stuff there.
I'm just looking at the door.
Yeah. You're going to examine the door. Go ahead and roll a investigation check to investigate the door.
What's a 14?
14. With a 14, you are looking over, and it seems to be completely solid. It's almost like it's in the rock around it, just straight down. And as you're looking across it, it's a pretty hefty door. Like, this is some really solid, good metal, especially if it's been down here for a while.
Okay, so solid door, no immediate mechanism showing. I look over at the sides of the door where the torches are at.
All right, looking over there, what you see was what you thought was torches is actually a couple of vines, and on these vines are two purple flowers glowing this purple color. The same purple color that's glowing through all the rocks around you.
Can I make an Arcana check on this?
You're more than welcome to.
Something is heckling Magpie's feathers, but he's not sure with it. Roll of a 10.
With the 10, what you notice is that the light actually seems to be coming from the plants, not like the plant itself is lit.
Okay.
It could be arcane in nature, but what you can tell is that the center of the plant, not the leaves, is glowing purple.
Not entirely sure. Moriam, are you back there?
Yes, sir, I am.
Come, look. Glowing vines. Solid door it is, but the vines are glowing. Curious, no?
Very. The door. Does it have a visible lock that we can see?
No, not that I have seen. Examine the door, very solid, built into the wall. I have to assume some sort of mechanism to raise or lower the door. Or perhaps magical.
Let's take a look around a little closer. Bring everybody here. We should check the exterior here to ensure there's no something simple as a lever, maybe possibly hidden within the growth here.
Good idea.
I would also suggest if we're touching these things, as we don't know exactly what's causing them, do take caution and use gloves.
That disappears. Sorry. I was tried to select and I didn't select. I hid you guys.
So I think I'd like to make a perception check in the area looking around for some stuff.
All right, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Anybody who's wanting to look and see can roll perception or investigation.
I'd like to roll nature on the flowers.
Okay, you're rolling a nature. You're assisting Moriam.
Ooh. I'm stumped.
Magpie's over there like shiny flower.
Roll a 12.
All right, Moriam got a 22. Seamus got a 12 on nature. Magpie's looking at the ground, and he's enamored with the shiny colors, kind of like a cat to a shiny light. And Cinder got a 17 on perception. Looking around this, it looks like a very solid door built into the rock. Looks like it could possibly slide in a direction. You don't see any visible switches or levers. Nature check. These flowers, you've been in caves and things, and you've never seen anything like this.
Interesting.
But you do see vines that kind of cover the door.
Well, perhaps the mechanism to open these doors is in another chamber?
Perhaps.
Possible.
That's plausible, or it could be locked from the inside.
Are there any markings on the door?
On the door, you do see some scratch marks as you move some of the vines away. You see scratch marks, but they're very on the surface. Looks like something has tried to scratch its way in at some point. But with the perception, you guys just kind of see the metal door. You don't see any visible switches or levers at the moment.
If we try to move the door, we do lose the element of surprise, or potentially.
I do have an unseen servant that I can call upon to see if maybe they can go through the door, touch the door. That way we don't have to. All in favor?
Thinking.
That's not a bad idea.
If we can't find any mechanisms in, as Seamus said, the other corridor or somewhere else, maybe that's what the corridor is hiding, is a mechanism.
I can always cast detect magic too.
Detect magic first. Please.
Ritual or spell? The ritual will take 10 minutes.
Proceed with the ritual. Your invisible servant, how long would it take to conjure?
It could probably take about a couple of seconds. I would just need to get the items from my bag and just do a maneuver with my hands.
But do you have to see the thing that your invisible servant should look for, or just think about it?
I believe it's think about it. As far as what I know, it should be able to last for about an hour and stay within a few feet of me, and should be able to do just fine. We can keep a distance.
Stand by with that. Okay, while she is working on conjuring the detect magic, I'm going to use Mage Hand Ledger Domain to try to slip into and around the door to start feeling for mechanisms.
All right. So you're casting Detect Magic ritually. Okay.
Mhm.
So she starts that. You throw your mage hand out, and it goes to start reaching around the door, and it can't seem to find a crack to get into the door.
Okay.
It's flush with the rock.
Okay.
Feeling around the door itself, you can tell that there is some way for this door to open.
Okay.
It's not just solid in place. You don't actually feel that, but you can kind of tell with how you sense your hand around it, because you don't feel and communicate with it, but you can kind of tell that the way that the hand is going, that the door could be opened. There's enough for underneath for the hand to kind of partially get under, so it can be moved.
Okay. So it's
Find any
basically
keys, did
like
we? We didn't find any keys, did we?
Not that I know of.
No.
Actually, you did find a ring of keys in the.
yeah.
But there's no keyhole.
Not that we've seen yet.
That is correct. No keyhole.
Continue with detect magic, please. We should spread out. Check each column near where the torches are. Look for the keyhole. Halfling, help Moriam, please.
I have a rough idea what we could try. I can stand back, try to cut one of the vines, see if that does anything.
Magpie's not sure about that idea.
Well, I have an axe that I can throw and it'll come right back to my hand.
Magpie's still not sure about that idea.
I believe that Magpie's concerns go towards what might happen to alert anyone if they're connected somehow to something inside.
Thank you, Moriam. Very eloquently put.
Thank you.
We went southwest, right?
Yeah, you went southwest.
Yes.
As you guys are talking and developing a plan, Cinder, your detect magic, you finally finished the last marking on the ritual, and it does come up. You are getting magic elements from the vines.
Okay.
What school of magic? I do not know off the top of my head. It's just they're innately magical.
From the vines, okay.
Yeah, from the vines and the torches, which are flowers.
Okay.
And you get a magical aura from behind the door, like on the other side of it.
Okay.
So there is definitely some type of cavern or something on the other side of that door that you're getting magical pings from.
Okay, I share that with the party. So the vines and the flowers are magical.
And the door itself is also magical.
Okay. And the door itself is magical. And something behind the door.
And then, of course, everything on your party glows as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull out the ring of keys and walk up to the door, to the middle of the door, and see if any of them like cause an action or something, like a keyhole to open or whatever.
As you move closer to the door, nothing happens to the door itself, but one of the keys on the ring, a small, tiny key, doesn't even look like it would actually fit inside of a lock, starts to glow.
Ah, this one. I'll hold that one in particular closer to the door.
It starts glowing more intense and more intense.
All right.
It almost starts
Touch.
trying to pull from your hand.
Okay. Touch.
As you touch the door with the key, nothing happens, but the key, as it touches that door, wants to leave your hand bad.
Okay. I'm just going to hold the key ring loose and see which direction it points.
It's pointing towards if you're looking at the door straight on, the left-hand side, kind of towards the bottom.
All right. I'll let it guide me to where the keyhole is then.
As it gets down towards the bottom, it keeps pulling kind of towards underneath the door.
Okay.
Like you're at the ground, you're in the connecting where the door and the ground meet, and the door kind of goes under. It's pulling towards that ground.
All right. I'm going to, before I take it off of the key ring, I'm going to tie string to it or tie a line to it.
Use your mage hand.
Yeah, I can use my mage hand to hold onto it and let it go in and around.
Possibly.
Okay, let's do it. Mage hand. Okay, I've got a.
Morium, you wanting to say something?
You can see that I'm very full of anxiety here. The last time you decided to drop something, do you remember what rose up out of nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
Let's not have that situation again. So please proceed with caution, sir.
For those that don't know what came up, what?
We'll talk about that later. There's still a little bit of anxiety.
String is also a good idea. You know, just
so using mage hand, I take a couple of mage hand fingers and tie a good knot and let it go. Let the key travel its course using mage hand as a magical cord.
Okay, so you're tying a string around the key, right?
Kind of like an ethereal string with the mage hand.
It doesn't do that, unfortunately.
No.
Okay. You would have to tie something around it, and the hand could hold onto the string while you got or something, but you wouldn't be able to connect the hand to the key. If it leaves the hand, the key will go wherever it wants to go.
Okay, so I cannot connect Hand of Ledgermane to the key itself to unlock.
No, it can hold the key because it can perform actions for you. But it also can only pick up 10 pounds. So it depends on, I'm just saying this out of DM and character and everything. Hand of the Ledgermane can only hold up to 10 pounds. Magic hand
so
can.
I am disconnecting the key from the key ring and letting Hand of Ledgermane hold onto it and letting that continue its course.
Okay.
With Hand of Ledgermane holding onto it.
So no string.
We also haven't tried just pushing the door open, have we?
No.
Should we just try that first before we potentially lose a key?
I don't believe the key belongs to the door.
The key could belong to something behind the door.
Just try pushing it open.
All right, as you push the door with assistance, strength check from whoever or with advantage or however you want to do it. Anybody that wants to help can push on this door. We'll do.
I'll help him.
I have a +5 on
I'll help
strength.
you.
I'll help him too.
I will cheer you all on.
Yeah.
Good thing you got a bit. 12.
All right. You know what I'm going to do for you because you literally have the entire party helping you? I'll give you one more roll.
Okay.
I'll try one.
Okay, I'll let you try as well.
Oh man, real.
You rolled a
Nice.
save.
Oh,
Real.
no.
Those were
It doesn't matter. We're both up there. Okay.
All
I
right.
rolled a 23 low.
Good enough.
As you push on this door, you push and push and push, and just when you think that it's not going to do anything, it depresses into the wall and shoots into the air. Shoots straight up into the rock.
Oh.
I'm gonna quickly
That's
roll under
quickly
where it
written.
lands. I'm expecting to come back down, so I'm gonna roll real quick.
It
Just
shot
a-
up
yeah.
with such a force that if it hit rock, it would probably embed itself into the rock. But it could
This is a
fall.
world of magic. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I'm just gonna rush right through to the other side before
Yeah, let's get
it comes
through.
down.
All right, let me go ahead and clear this off. That way you can boop and boop. Now you can see everything, which you already saw. But door is closed, and you said you run through. Magpie runs through. Anybody who runs through can run through.
I'm gonna run through.
All right.
Is there any pebbles on the ground?
Oh yeah, it's a rocky cavern. There's pebbles everywhere.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up one of those pebbles, and I'm going to infuse it with my magical tinkering, and I'm gonna kind of make it cast a illusion of magpie singing, and just kind of toss it to the other side of the room.
All right, now there's a
Why would you do that?
rock on the other side of the room going Daisy, Daisy.
Can't sing.
Because if there's anything there, it'll go after that, and we can see what's in here.
They're gonna kill us for making it.
We'll be all right.
You can't. Oh God.
As you're doing this,
Mist, I run out for the new day's mist. I have come.
oh God, okay.
I've gone.
I'm a
Therefore, I
barbarian. I don't
am.
stealth.
All right. As you're standing there listening to this, waiting for something to happen, the reverberation of the sound of Magpie's voice causes the door to slam shut behind you.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
All right.
I just kind
But-
of stand there with my arm out. I'm
We
like, wait
can-
for it.
We can likely open it up again. It is still liftable.
Hmm.
If
Why would anyone cast illusion of magpie singing? Sick.
my
Could draw
question
anything out.
to draw it all out. Oy.
You sit there for a minute listening to this, and nothing seems to happen at the moment.
Okay, and I just kind of end the thing then and have it go back to being a normal pebble.
All right, normal pebble ensues, and everyone can. Slight blood starts coming from your ear, but it's okay.
Does magpie really sound like that?
Yes, you do, sir.
There would be no residual detect magic effects, would there?
It hasn't been a full 10 minutes. There is still detect magic. The entire cavern is kind of glowing. The flowers on the walls, the torch blooms, or torch flowers.
Giant hole,
of-
other door.
And there is a small orb on top of the statue of a woman that is also
Ooh,
glowing.
I share that with the party.
Very shiny.
Indeed.
I'd like to go up and investigate with religion.
Okay.
Goody two shoes.
18.
18. This isn't anything related to your religion, or in any religious text that you have read. This visage of a person does not appear in any of that.
Okay. I let everybody know this is not any religion I'm aware of.
And you're fairly confident of that with that 18. but she is pretty beautiful as you're sitting there looking at her.
For human, I guess, maybe.
I'm going to walk over to that pit. Is that a pit in front of us there?
Yes, that is a pit.
I'm going
She
to walk
does have
over
beautiful
to the pit
plumage.
and peer over it, see what I can see down below.
All right. As you look in there, the pit is pitch black. Even with your 60-foot dark vision, you can see down, and you see vines growing up with spiky points on them that go all the way up and out, but they also go down as far as you can see.
Okay. Is there anything nearby that, like, something that's like, is there a piece of wood on, or something that's the vine that's been dried up nearby? Something you could light on fire and kick in, possibly?
Not anything dried up. These vines seem to be pretty healthy despite being way down here.
I'm going to join Moriam over by the pit and inform him that I can use lights to send them down into the pit if he wishes, as opposed to using fire around magical plants.
Well, no, fire is good. But if you insist, drop a light down.
Okay. I'll cast dancing lights and I'll send them in the 20 feet pattern, and I'll send them the full 120 feet down.
All right. As they go down and down the cavern past 60, 70, 80, 110, they get down to about that point, and you can see just this red vine mass that these vines that are reaching up and out just balled into a mess of vine, spikes all over them.
Moriam.
Yes, sir.
I'm intrigued.
I really think that we should kill that. Whatever that is.
For the very first time, I 100% agree with you. I can light it on fire from here. We may
Now, is this a pit that goes straight down, or is this something that we could walk through?
It's a circular hole, kind of like a well that goes straight down, but a very big well. As you kind of look up into the ceiling, you can see where water has been dripping, where stalagmites are the ones that go down.
Bottom, tight for the top.
Stalactites are coming down, where you could see patterns of water that would have dripped and eroded this away over a very long time.
I've got 2 oil flasks. I pop the corks off of each one and take rags from my magpie belt, stuff them in the holes, and light each one on fire with prestidigitation, and toss them into the pit.
All right. As he is lighting that, because that's going to take a minute, anybody else want to prepare anything or do anything?
I'm going to stare at this statue and kind of investigate it a little bit further and just watch the party as well and see what happens with all of it.
All right.
So the glowing orb that's on the statue, is it glowing the same color as the vines?
Yes, it is glowing the same purple color that is behind the crystals, the colors of the flowers, and throughout the walls of the cave.
I just want to take one of my hand axes and just gently kind of touch the vine and see what happens.
All right, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 16.
16? All right. As you touch the vine, you can see the vine kind of curl back as another one's coming behind you to start, and you feel something kind of prick you in your leg as it starts to tighten around that you pull out of. And Cinder, anything that you're doing?
I think I'm going to follow. I'm going to get away from this hole with the Molotov cocktails, and also investigate this glowy orb.
All right, Monster. You are lit. Or Magpie, sorry. I was looking at
Monster
you.
where?
I was looking at your name and your face, and I was like, that person.
And suddenly Ragnar climbs out of the pit. Oh, I've got Nell taking care of it.
Oh God, not the Ragnar. You are lit, and this is all kind of happening at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I toss the 2 oil flasks out and down so that they fall towards the center of the pit of vines.
All right, I'm gonna give it a second to drop. Morium, is there anything that you were wanting to do while these oil flasks are falling down from a magpie?
Did I see the vines try to grab
With your passive perception, you did see movement from the vines. You didn't see it trying to grab his foot, but you could probably guess that
that's what it's doing.
The vine was creeping.
I as Magpie drops it in there before it hits the bottom, I'm going to twin spell cast haste on Seamus and Magpie.
Okay. Now
and then take a couple steps back because I have a feeling we're about to get into the world of shit here.
Yeah. Morium, do you wear armor?
No.
Okay.
He's a turtle with a shell.
All right.
Turtle and a half shell.
I gotta get to you
Turtle power.
here in a second. I'm gonna give you mage armor.
Don't bother with me.
Okay.
My AC's higher than yours.
If he turtles into his shell, he has like a 23 AC.
24.
Oh, never mind. I was going to help.
No, I appreciate that and everything, but no. From Morium, he would have mentioned this before that I'm pretty safe inside my shell if need be.
Yeah,
so
that would be canon character knowledge that you would know of.
Yeah. I would have definitely told you that. So just so you guys are aware, when we get the comment here in a second, I'll let you know because we're about to. I'm absolutely certain of this. I'll tell you what haste does.
All right, 2 oil flasks hit the middle of this. I need Magpie. You're the one that threw them. Go ahead and roll me 4d6. 16 damage. I am trying to write on a dry erase board with a pen. That's not going to work.
Boom.
All right. And as they hit, you hear a loud hissing noise as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 vines start wreathing in the air and look like they're about to attack. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay, Morium's going last.
Don't be too sure about
while
that.
we're waiting for initiative here, I'll let you guys know what's going on. Okay, so haste, you guys. So bear in mind, Magpie and Seamus, you have 2 bonus to your AC. Okay. You have advantage now on all dex saving throws. Okay, and you get an additional action on each of your turn. Okay, but you can only take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object as an action. Okay. Got it. Good.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, you're definitely going first.
You have +2 AC, and you get advantage on all dex save throws.
Okay. Yay, my wife doesn't have to go into ICU.
Nice. That's good to know.
Yay.
Ding, level up. Yeah.
I demand bardic inspiration because of that.
I demand. The magpie demanded bardic inspiration. If we only had a bard.
Can I do it as a reaction though?
In this instance, I would allow it as a free action.
You know what? Bardic inspiration. Let's go. It's a 1d8 now, by the way.
Bard. Oh, D8 now.
Ooh, nice. Everybody's getting some goodies at level 6.
Nice.
All right.
In 2.5 seconds. It's gonna be fun to watch. Okay.
All right. So, Cinder, you are up first. 6 writhing, spiky tendrils of vine are wreathing from this pit. I'll number them just so that's easy to keep up with, too.
Wow, the highest roll was a 13. Jesus.
There you go. They're all numbered.
I rolled initiative, right?
Plant growth would be a good idea.
Yeah.
You can certainly try. It's always an idea.
You can most certainly try.
Shoot, but that might cause movement issues for the party as well.
Yes.
You can always clear out a path in any direction, which means you could clear out a circular path around it to where it only affects the circle that's in it. It doesn't have to take up the 100-foot range that it says. At least the way that I've read it before. Like, if you wanted to cast it in a 20-foot range, you could cast it in that, then everything out of that range is clear. You can kind of...
Right.
Oh, also, I forgot, Magpie and Seamus, your speed is doubled.
Oh, nice.
All right, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to cast...
I am Magpie.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on...
Big one.
I can't tell what number that is. Number 6.
If
Number
you zoom
6.
In, you just scroll, it zooms in.
Yeah, that's what I did.
All right, Guiding Bolt on 6. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Not a 1, not a 1, not a 1. 17.
17 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yay. That is 14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage. Okay, so... sorry, math. 14. Okay, that's where I was messing up. I was like...
14 is 200 and...
You hear a very audible screech from the plant.
Okay.
And you see Tentacle 3 disappear.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for you?
I
I guess I could put this in front of me instead of over there, and that would make more sense.
I think I cast a spell. I don't think there's much else I can really do.
Alrighty. Magpie.
Unless my nature would tell me something, but I would have to roll that.
Yeah, you would have to roll nature.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Magpie.
I am going to cast Chill Touch on 1.
On 1. All right. Roll the chill touch. Or no, it's a save. Isn't it? No, it's a roll.
Chill Touch it.
I always get confused with those. 21 does hit.
And can I apply inspiration to damage, or is that to a save?
It depends on the bard that she is. I can't remember if... Because I know the one of swords can, but I don't know...
What was the question? If you can add it to damage
roll? Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. I'm College of the Lore.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I get a sneak attack on this one?
It does know that you were there.
Okay. I'll just take the regular 2d8 then. Just trying to get an edge, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I applaud it, but you did just throw oil vats on a plant. 3 points of damage. All right. That changes to that. Boom. All right. Anything else for you?
I am going to drop back from the edge. I don't know how close we are to this guy, but I'm going to fall back to about here.
All right. Go ahead and make a dex. Actually, let me roll this first. Yes. Go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Okay,
With
with advantage because he has given me the haste.
Yep.
So dexterity save.
And bear in mind, you have another attack too, eh? You have a cast and an attack action. You have a full other action.
Oh,
20
I do have a full another action. Okay,
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
gotcha.
21
Okay, so
does make it. You're fine.
okay, good. Because next I am going to Eldritch Blast number 1.
All right. Blast it. Dag blast it.
Does a 17 hit?
17 hits.
All right. It's going to take 9 points of damage. That was a good one.
All right. That would be that. And you see tentacle number 5 disappear. As the pit shrieks in pain again.
Now, does it recoil or does it just disappear? Like poof out of existence or recoil down?
It recoils down.
Okay.
All right. If that's it for Magpie, Ankara, you are up on deck. Seamus is after that.
Okay. I am gonna just keep a distance from the vines, but I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on number 6. I'm gonna call it a no good spiky tree looking vine that should know what plant it is and not attack us.
What does the wording of that say? I need to look at that real quick. Vicious Mockery
is wisdom saving
range, wisdom saving throw. Subtle achievements, creature. Oh, okay. It doesn't seem to have any effect.
Okay. All right.
Can you not be an intelligent creature?
No, it doesn't need to understand me.
It just has to be able to hear you.
Valid. Okay. Then I'm just gonna keep watch on the rest of the room and see if I can notice anything else that happens, and that'll be it.
All right. Seamus, you're up with Morium on deck.
Okay, I'm just gonna waltz my way over the tentacle 3 here and gonna hit it with my little battle axe, my woodcutter's battle axe.
Good choice.
21 for the first and 15 for the second.
First one hits, second one does not.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's an extra 2d6 to create. Oh my god.
15 points of damage.
Yep. And I believe it also does something to plants.
2d6 extra.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll that 2d6.
Gross. Nice.
And that additional 8, so 15 plus 8 is 33.
No.
23?
No.
23.
Yeah, 23. I was like, that
23.
definitely doesn't
Thank
sound
you.
right.
Thank you. I'm not a math expert.
As much as I want 33, it's 23.
23 damage.
All right, the creature writhes in pain once more, screeching into the air as number 4 falls into the pit.
Oh, I was going for number 2.
Oh,
Yep.
no, you hit number 2.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to hit number 2 again then.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so first one First one never happened. Second one, 19.
19. You get to roll with advantage.
No, he gets two attacks per action.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's where I was like, I am very confuzzled. 19
That's
does
why
hit.
he attacks 4 times, not 2. That's
Yeah.
big.
Okay, so I'm gonna use. I can only do that on my first attack, so never mind.
You can use it on your first attack per action. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So 10 plus 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. All right. I don't know why 3 plus 1 was so hard for me. All right. It shrieks a little bit, but 2 is still there.
Hmm.
And 6 to 8 remain as well.
Yep. 1, 2, and 6 are still up.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use my bonus action to rage then.
All right. Raging.
And Stormora has to make a dex save. Stormora. DC dex 15.
15.
Dex DC 15.
It misses.
Okay,
Or
so it'll
it
be
makes the save. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 2 points of lightning damage.
2 points of lightning damage. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Morium.
All right. So in front of me, right here, is there any vines here? Like, would I have to cross over?
There are no vines there. The only vines that are above the pit right now is 6, 2, and 1.
Okay, I'm gonna move to here, and I am going to do my little toss a oil flask and catapult it straight down
All
to
right.
the bottom of the already burning
Yes.
pit on the bottom. So I'm going to use a 2nd level spell slot to catapult it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Slams down, shatters, and the flames grow higher.
Okay, so
Or a little more intense, I should say.
that they would need I guess it's hitting a solid surface. Do they need to make a dex save to take half damage?
No, there's nothing else down there. It's just you just threw the oil flask, right? Oh yeah,
I'm catapulting it down.
Catapult, yeah.
I'm firing it down. Yeah.
It takes damage because there's nothing else for it to hit.
Okay, so it's 18 plus the 5 fire.
18
plus fire.
The fire
so
hasn't taken
26.
effect yet. It made the fire burn more, but it hasn't taken effect yet. It will on its turn, since it's already on fire.
Right.
So 18. Okay, counting on my fingers. There we go. All right. As it does that, you see 1 fall down into the pit.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
Now that there's light down there, how much are these things shrinking back?
Right now, all you can see in the hole is fire.
Okay. Good enough. I'll take that as a.
There's 3 oil flasks full of flour. 3 flasks full of oil that are on fire on top of it right now. Yeah.
On top, but they're quite a ways down, though, right?
Yeah, it's about 110 feet down.
Okay. I'll wait to see.
All right. Next up is the plant. On the top of its turn, since you're the last one who threw oil on it, I had Magpie roll, what was it, 4d6?
Yes.
Roll 8d6 for me, Morium.
D6.
You're throwing fire on a plant.
Not a bad roll.
All right. That's going to throw... Alrighty. At the top of its turn, 2 drops. It has 1 tentacle up, since it is on fire, it cannot regain that. So number 6 is going to attempt to hit Morium.
Of course it is.
You're the closest to it.
I'm the only one there.
17?
Misses.
All right. It does not grab you. At the end of its turn.
Grabbing.
Yeah. At the end of its turn,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happens, and we go up to Cinder.
Oh boy. And I still have woe, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move a little bit closer to 6.
So a 6 moved to here now then? Or moved over towards me? Or did,
6.
or did
Its
it hit me from
base
10
is,
feet away? That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, it tried to hit you from 10 feet away.
Okay, so it has reach. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a long vine.
Yeah.
Cast Magic Stone,
All right.
and I'm going to go after the number 6.
All right. Go after number 6.
So I'm assuming a 10 misses.
A 10 does miss.
All right.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 though.
Rolling a d20. 4.
It shoots over the pit.
Okay.
I was giving it the benefit of the doubt of this thing being almost 30 foot across, that it might have fallen into the pit, but a 4 isn't going to do it.
Right.
I was looking for at least a 10. All right. Anything else for you?
I think that's all I can do.
All
for the
right.
time being.
Next up, a magpie. Fire in the bottom,
Still-
6 up top.
Do I still have haste?
Yeah, I believe it's a minute or 10 minutes. Or something
9
like
more rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to fly over the pit
All right.
and fire. I'm going to cast, since I get 2 actions, correct?
Yep.
With haste. I'm going to shoot a magic missile twice down into the pit.
One cast of magic missile shoots 3 magic missiles.
Yes.
So roll to hit 3 times. No? Roll to hit once and all 3 hit?
You don't roll to hit. It just hits.
Oh, it just hits. It
Yeah.
just hits. Roll damage on 3 of them first.
Okay.
Roll them each separately.
Not the most damaging spell, but it always hits.
Yeah, I was confused on...
And that's how level 1 magic users take down a dragon. 200 of them kill.
That's going to be a 4 for the first casting.
All right.
And this is just at a spells at no, it's just the first level.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2 more times
Each
damage.
casting is 3 darts, bud.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you get
so
to
you're
roll
casting
damage
3
3
darts.
times.
6
Okay.
darts. So you've got
Second dart is 3 points.
All right. 7 total. One more time.
And 2 points.
All right. And then if you want to do magic missile again,
Yep.
3 more times.
Okay.
And you can just roll them back to back.
I wish that
2,
D&D Beyond, when you cast it once, would just
7.
show the damage for 3 missiles.
Right. I mean, you could roll
No.
3d4, but it doesn't. I don't know.
But
I guess.
just show that D4 plus 1, D4 plus 1, D4 plus 1. And then if you do it with second level slot, you get 4 of them, or 5 of them. Just put it the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
As the missiles fire down into this thing, looking like the fireworks on 4th of July, hitting the flames and bursting through the hole, 6 falls down into the pit, and you hear one final shriek as it is just burning down there. We are out of combat.
And to add insult to injury, I'm going to grab a pebble and infuse it with magpie singing, just Not really loud, just enough to kind of irritate it while it dies, and drop it down the hole next to it.
All right.
From the halls of Montazo, back to the shores of it.
As you drop it down there, it doesn't seem to have any effect because this thing doesn't have ears.
You will find
Makes me feel better.
But the voice is echoing through the hole, acting as a speaker, so everybody hears it just that much louder.
Drop it.
Shut it off.
That's why Vicious Mockery didn't hurt it, because it's a plant with no ears. It couldn't hear it. That's also why it didn't trigger whenever you threw the pebble the first time, because
I couldn't hear it.
Yeah. So the plant-based thing is dead. And the room goes quiet, and we are out of initiative.
Oh.
The hell was that?
Climb down and find out. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Fly down and find out.
They're still on fire, not since my feathers over. You have shell, you go down.
So, what's going on with the orb now?
The orb's still glowing.
Hmm.
Oh, should we grab it? Should we try to grab it? Should we just leave it be?
I'm gonna investigate the rest of the room.
All right.
Just have a look around.
Go ahead and make me a investigation check. Anyone who would like to investigate, make an investigation check.
I see my toenails.
May I make a religion check on the statue? Because although Seamus might not know who the statue is of, I might.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
I'll take that logic. Moriam, if you would like to roll a perception instead of investigation, because I know how bad your investigation is, you're more than welcome to.
Not much better.
Fair enough. All right, so a 7 in religion. You don't know who this statue is of, but a couple of the things that your parents used to sing to you as a child of a floating city in the sky, and the beautiful people upon it, hair flowing, gowns flowing, and things kind of come to mind, even though you don't really know the correlation as much, but you do those start flooding into your head.
Okay. I'll relay that to the party of, this kind of reminds me of like the stories I used to hear as a child. But I'll keep looking on, and I'll see if there's any mechanisms on the statue itself as well.
All right. With the investigation checks, I'll let you, since you rolled it a religion, you can go ahead and roll an investigation if you would like. See what that is. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2. All right. So you looking around the room and wandering around, you do see a door over in this area, covered in beautiful flowers, blooming the entire archway of the door. The statue itself, it looks like the staff could be pulled forward. And Cinder, as you're... no, not Cinder. Cinder, you got a 4. Who got the...
I got a 9.
12... Okay, it wasn't you. It was Moriam that I'm looking for. Or not Moriam. Seamus. Seamus, as you're looking around the rocks, kind of admiring the rock-type architecture and things, you do see a small lever back behind the stalagmites?
Might. Yes,
stalagmites. Sorry, that one always confuses me.
T and tight for top.
Yeah, T for top. I'll still probably mess it up again, I promise.
I'll let everybody know there's a lever back here and ask if I should pull it.
Might be have something to do with door over here. Go ahead.
All right, so I give the lever a good old tug.
I put my hands out in case the globe drops.
All right, you give it a tug, and it seems to not move. No matter how hard you pull it, it does not move. It looks like it could move, but
All right, I pull out my trusty can of WD-40. I'm kidding.
So, with my staff, I'm going to prod the globe and see if it actually moves a little bit.
The globe itself doesn't move, but the staff that the globe is resting on does kind of tilt forward slightly towards you.
I get a pull.
All right, you give it a pull, and nothing visibly changes. You do hear a click, though, and the click is very audible at Seamus's feet.
I pull the lever.
You pull the lever. As you pull the lever, the doors, you hear a click over by there, Magpie. You guys just happen to be spread out perfectly there. To hear these audible clicks.
See if the doors open.
All right, as you walk up to the doors and you're kind of looking over them and you kind of push, there is give to the door. It is unlocked.
Okay, I'll open it up.
All right, opening the door wide. As you open the doors wide,
Suddenly and gruesomely impaled.
We see a merchant here.
You guys are technically outside the door, and Morium and guys are a little bit further away than Magpie. Morium, token, yeah.
Every time you do it, I'll do it. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna start saying tokens. All right, yeah, you guys are a little bit further away from the door. Magpie, as you open the door, you look inside with a bright purple glow, and upon a pedestal, you see skulls behind it, skulls on top, and a figure standing in front of the portal. As
shit.
the doors open, he spins around. He goes, "Oh shit, you found me."
Oh
Well-
shit, we found you. Wait, who are you?
Does the name White have any meaning to you?
No, doesn't ring a bell. Sorry.
Oh, well, doesn't ring a bell, then I guess it's no skin off my back. And he pushes through the portal, disappearing onto the other side.
What an odd fellow.
Hey, Magpie, what do you see?
Some fellow named White just fucked right off through the portal.
Anybody know a White?
It would be a color.
It was a dude's name.
What did he look like?
He looked, from the glance that you got at him, he looks like he should be dead. Very dead. But he is not.
Dead dude?
Possibly a lich. Possibly a...
Skeletor, maybe? I don't know.
And as he disappears through the portal, you see a circle with two small circles appear. One big circle with two small circles on the tops left and right.
Uh-oh.
Does it by any chance look like a mouse?
Some would say that it looks like a logo of a mouse.
Huh.
That's me out of character.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come over to see what the heck's going on with him. I'm looking through the portal too.
As you look in, you see a portal with giant skulls behind it, purple flames all around, and through the other side, right now it just looks like a purple glow. There is, and it's still lit. It's sitting there. The whole room kind of looks dark and ominous.
I'll be in favor of going to fight Spider Steve.
It's a
All in
possibility.
favor, say aye.
I would love to go through the portal.
These are all valid options. You just tell me what you'd like to do.
I personally think we should possibly put a pin in this, come back a little bit later. So one spiders seem to want some help and want out, so perhaps we should do that first. Then we can come back here and see where this goes.
So that's one for bugger off. I'll just go up to Maya.
I'd say that we should probably ask around the spiders to see if they know anything about this at all before going into it. I agree we should go see Spider Steve.
That's two for Spider. Magpie.
I'm personally interested to see what's on the other side.
All right, that's one for Portal. Two for Spider. Morium.
You can tie a rope around my waist and throw me through. I'll let you, Seamus.
All right, that's 2 and 2. Tiebreakers on Cinder.
Man, I'm sorry. I think we should go talk to Spider Steve.
That's 3 for Spider, 2 for Portal.
Tough decision. I'm sorry.
All right.
Total bad.
As you look at the portal and Morium, you're just kind of like, ugh, that portal, I want to go through it so bad. Everybody's like, we should probably convene with the spiders. And Magpie's sitting there starting to tie a rope around you and stuff, and you both kind of look up and everybody else is like, guys, let's go at least get some more information if possible before we just jump through a random purple glowing portal.
But something like this would be something to possibly get information from Fabio about. He might have more knowledge on this. We might be out of our league here.
Fabio is in Vegas right now.
Bending stones.
I take off my halfling facade. This is not something that we have to do now. We need to go through this now. It looks like the mouse. The mouse almost killed me before. You weren't there. Magpie. the mouse just about killed us before. Me,
Yeah.
you, it was there. This mouse is the key to everything.
Yes.
Right.
But it doesn't appear to be going anywhere.
Is it staying there? Appearing to stay?
The portal is still there.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper, and I'm gonna write on that. I'm gonna write "See you next time."
All
and
right.
I'm gonna catapult it through.
Catapult it through?
Yeah.
All right.
I will spend the spell slot. I'm gonna do it.
All right. As you catapult it through with a note saying "See you next time," it hits the portal and goes through. If you take the time to look around the portal, it's not on the other side of it. It hit the portal and went through to wherever that portal goes.
I would have heard it on he hit the wall. So okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope this thing stays up for a little bit longer. I'm very curious to see where this goes. And as much as it pains me to say, I'm thinking that Magpie is right. We maybe want to check this.
I'm gonna pull out my sending stone that Fabio gave me and gonna kind of give him a call and just let him know everything we just found here in this chamber.
All right. As you pull the sending stone from your pocket and go to call Fabio, you get almost like a static. Almost like what the magic that is around you is a little bit more powerful than a sending stone can penetrate.
This is stupid. Okay, let's go. Now I'm not going to talk to Steve. Steve is asshole. I'm going to kill him.
Go to kill Steve. All right, so taking you back into this room, and everybody's grouped up over here by a magpie. What's the plan?
Does that little globe come off? I'm going to walk over to the globe and see if it comes off.
All right, as you pull on the globe seems to be affixed. It does not seem to come off. It is just a purple glowing light on the globe.
Do you really want it?
You are the one calling it a shiny.
It is very shiny, yes.
Okay. It doesn't seem connected to this the way I would have imagined, so.
I'll crawl up there and use sleight of hand with my thief tools to see if I can dislodge it.
You can certainly try.
How does a 21 look?
21. A 21 looks like as you pull and pry and try, the crystal ball starts chipping
Mm.
as
No good.
fractals start going across the crystal ball.
No good.
I'll leave it then.
No.
Seamus, we should also one of us we should check out the bottom
It was glass.
down below.
Is the plant still burning?
Well, yeah,
It's starting to reduce in intensity, I should say. It's still on fire, but it's not like a roaring bonfire now. It's more of it's on fire. A light pat would probably put it out.
Magpie, can you carry me when you fly?
Yes,
Mm.
of course. Hop on.
I am heavy.
Hop on.
I think you best pick me up, because if I hop on your back, you'll probably fall and we'll hit the ground like a big stone.
Magpie has wings, wings. Wings.
I'll reach over and, like a 2-year-old child, grab his leg.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll extend my wings full trim to start flowing on a gentle spiral down.
All right. As you go to lift off the ground
Mhm.
with a -1 in strength, you don't go anywhere. Morium is a very small but dense turtle. Very dense.
Too heavy. Magpie, go alone. Give Magpie dark eye thing, please.
You should still have it because you didn't take a long rest. You took a short rest earlier, didn't you? Or did you take a long rest?
We took a long rest, but we're still not at the hours of it. We should still have about 9 or 10 hours left by my count.
All right. I'll fly down.
Yeah,
24.
I'd say probably about 8 to 9 hours.
Sure.
With battle and things.
I'll glide down on my own.
All right, as you glide down, sorry, the dark vision doesn't even kick in. This thing's still on fire, so there's light down there. And as you're looking around in the embers and the things, you could tell that this plant, which was once alive, is shriveling and shriveling and shriveling as the fire is just burning it to death.
It's dead, Morium.
Look to see. First off, bury your singing stone. Number 1, because no one wants to hear that forever. Second, you also want to see if there's anything down there that it may have captured. I don't know, stray creatures, a wandering person, anything that all of the things. Your shinies, and even non-shinies. Check.
Perception if you're just looking around, investigation if you're touching.
I'm going to go with investigation.
All right.
He likes the bad touch.
21.
A 21. As you're kind of filtering through the ashes and the embers, you do take 2 damage from just fire. But looking through it, you do see bones, very charred bones. Looks like multiple things have been drug in here and decimated.
Found Horatio.
And Yeah, the other one was Don Julio or something like that. Anyway, as you're looking through the bones and the remains of this poor innocent creature, you do see a small satchel that is untouched. It doesn't seem like the fire nor the creature could penetrate it.
Flip it open.
As you look into it, it's just a black void.
Ooh. I'll stick my arm down in it. See it. Root around in it.
All right, as you stick your hand down in it, it goes all the way in. And you reach around and reach around, but nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
That's got a hole in it.
I'll cinch it up and attach it to my belt.
All right. Looking around, you don't see anything else down here, just remains and burning plant.
Okay, I'll fly back up.
All right.
Found a bag with a hole in it.
Can we take a look at this?
Sure. Toss it over to you.
As you toss it over, and as you catch it, something very familiar about this bag.
Okay. Since you found it, let us take a look and see what it is. Okay? I find a good spot open on the ground.
All right.
And I, dump contents, an empty bag. And I empty the bag onto the ground.
All right.
Hopefully it's not anything living.
As you go to empty the bag stays like it's a full form, but you've seen this before, and you push the bottom through the top, and the contents spill out everywhere, turning the bag inside out. I say everywhere, but only a few things fall. I say a few. You found about 100 gold, 250 silver, 300 copper, a rusty dagger, a decent looking sword, a couple of rings, gold rings, and you find a small parchment of paper rolled up. That's what you find.
Anything that... Do you want one of the shinies first?
Oh, of course.
I turn the bag in right side out, so it's another bag.
Yeah. All right. Now,
You always use as many of these. I'll attach it to my belt.
All right. Now you have two of those bags.
Now I have two of them. Okay. And I start collecting the gold and putting it in with the party treasure. Obviously.
All right. Magpie, what of the shinies are you taking? There's 3 golden rings, a rusty dagger.
I'll take one of the rings.
All right. Let me do this to figure out which ring you take. You take the 3rd ring. So, Morium, you have 2 rings, and Magpie, you have a 3rd ring.
Okay.
Just bear in mind, next time we have Cinder casting her detect magic, make sure you have that ring visible too. Or play with it for the next couple of hours and see if it does anything. Once you polish it, buff it, blow on it, all those things. Just check those out.
I could cast it now.
Okay.
Okay.
It's taking me that long to get all this money put away too. Actually, Seamus, can you read this parchment? Or you, Ankara?
I can read it.
Okay.
So I read it.
Okay, so detect magic from Cinder, and Seamus is looking at the papers along with Ankara.
Yes.
All right. Cinder, you begin the ritual, and you're doing the things you always do, marking here, pinch of something here, and you know what you're doing. And as you guys are looking over these papers, they do seem to have spell elements to them. Doesn't happen to have any titles to the papers, but they do have things that you recognize as spell elements. What languages do you know, Ankara?
I know only common and halfling, but I do have tongues.
Okay. I mean, if you have tongues, then that doesn't matter.
Oh, it's spoken, yeah.
It's spoken only, though. Tongues is
Yeah.
spoken. It's different than comprehend
Seamus,
languages.
what languages do you know?
Who?
Seamus.
Oh, just Dwarven and Common.
Dwarven and Common. You can make out that these are spell components, but you can't read any of the spells. They're not in a Common or Dwarven or Halfling tongue or read wording.
I'll call over Morium when he has a chance.
Okay.
Morium, do you have a chance?
I can't speak anything else than they can. I can look over to Seamus and say hello in Dwarvish, and I can look over to Ankara and say hello in Halfling, but I cannot say anything on some of this paper either.
All right. I will let, all three of you are spellcasters now.
Yes.
So I will let you all roll Arcana to see if you can make out what's going on here. That's a good start. Morium.
Seamus may be a barbarian, but he's not a dumb barbarian.
Nope.
Morium, you're looking at this and you're like, yep, that's a spell.
I'll read it later. Okay, it's okay. 25, 26.
Yeah, you're counting gold. Ankara and Seamus, which I guess, yeah. You guys are looking, and you can tell that one of these is an identify spell. Just by the runes and things that are on it, you can kind of assume that it's identify. And the other one is a speak with animals spell. More specifically, speak with beasts.
I feel like I could use the identify spell.
I know it, so you can keep it.
Like you could use it as describe it to the spell book?
I have no idea how this works, to be honest.
Okay. Well, if you speak the words on the scroll, it will disappear.
Scroll or a spell?
It's a scroll.
Well,
a scroll
okay,
of identify. So it's a one use only to identify one object, unless you are a wizard or someone who can scribe it into a book. Different feats give that ability to warlocks and I believe druids as well. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure sorcerers, but they can scribe that into their book and have it as a permanent spell.
Are we continuing on longer, or can we take a short break?
Yes, we can take a short break if you would like.
Yes, pretty.
The bird needs to sit down on the egg for a minute. Yes.
No, I need to get a drink. My mouth is dry as hell.
Alrighty, we will be right back, guys. boom, boom, and that one. All right, guys, we are back.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right. The party, after seeing a giant purple portal, said nope and turned around to go back to find spiders. Except for Morium and Magpie, which is actually the first and only time that they've seen eye to eye on something.
We've actually seen eye to eye most of the time, voice in my head.
Only when A, he's not thinking clearly, and B, he gets down to my level. I'm still way shorter than he is.
You have the same voice in your head, too?
No.
Okay.
As
spiders.
As you finish the spell for detect magic, the scrolls, of course, glow because they're scrolls of spells.
Right.
And that's it. The golden rings are just golden rings, and the rusty dagger is just a rusty dagger. Sword's a sword.
And the sword is sword. Okay. Done.
I share that with the party. Does my language help at all? I know Common, Druidic, Infernal, and Sylvan.
With the Sylvan, you would definitely know that that's what those spells are, is a identify and a speak with animals. Being Druidic, you would know that spell already.
Okay. I share that with the party.
Do we have estimates for the rings? Because we're starting to get a lot of things.
Rings are about 50 gold apiece.
Good enough. Thank you.
And
Not
Magpie
magical,
has...
unfortunately.
Yeah, they're not magical. They're just shiny. Little soot covered, but... Well, they were in the bag, so they're not soot covered. They're just shiny rings.
And it was a long sword?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. You may continue. I'm good to go.
All right. So the plan is to go fight spiders or talk to spiders or do something with spiders?
Steve.
All right.
We go kick Steve's ass.
How do you do
check in
that?
with Ashara first? Ask her about the portal?
She knows nothing. She would have warned us.
Okay.
Did we try using the sending stone from here?
As you try the sending stone in here, there does seem to be some type of magical interference. The whole cave is kind of a magical, infused with magic.
I don't think the sending stone will work while we are anywhere near this purple shit.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'll kill the other spider, Steve or whatever his name is, and then go check out the portal.
Well, if we step outside for a minute, just make the call to Fabio, and then come right back in.
Okay.
I can quickly go out with you, Seamus, if everybody wants to start doing recon towards Steve.
Let me think about this real quick. No.
Why not?
No. Don't. Split the party, really.
Okay, I know. Fine.
I mean, you do know that the one room where the offices and things were is fairly safe. So if you wanted to send the two people out while you guys wait in there and then blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to suggest.
That's a better idea.
Yep.
All right.
We'll do that one.
So, how are you getting back to that room?
I go up to the door and try my Herculean strength again.
You go up and you push.
To help him.
You go and you push and push. Roll strengths.
23.
All right.
Like a strength save or sorry, strength check. Wrong one.
Strength check. Yeah, sorry. I should have specified.
No, 12.
12.
Everybody?
Yeah, if everybody's pushing on the door, go ahead and roll a strength check. Yeah, it's Magpie too.
No.
You guys push on the door, but it seems to be embedded in the ground. As you look around the cave, you do see an exit towards the southwest that does go out. This area does continue on. It is dark beyond that point.
Well, looks like the only way out, other than the portal. Might as well check it out.
Magpie,
Yes.
can I see your key?
Yes, here.
I pull a little key out, and I see where it's pulling to.
All right. As it is in your hand, it no longer seems to be pulling towards anything. Seems like whatever was pulling it has been deactivated or taken care of.
Probably the door over there, maybe. I don't know. Where the portal is. Magpie is starting to think that the portal may be the only way out.
Well, yes, that portal's the only way out. We should go that way. I will
Go check this tunnel anyway.
I'll roll
I'll
for
let you know.
All right, going to check the tunnel. As you come into the tunnel, I have the wrong part unhidden because I had it set up for something else. Let me redo that. It looks the exact same on the other way. We'll just say that it's a flipped perspective or something. It's literally
like this. It comes around.
yeah. It's literally a mirror image on both sides. So
Okay.
the middle is the part that is a little different. But you guys go down that cavernous area a little bit, and you come into a cave covered in crystal. The entire area is crystal, and it doesn't seem to be as fragile as the others. And as you come in there, you do see a path that goes up and a path that goes down. Up and down. Tokens, sorry. I guess that would help you guys.
Usually, yes.
There's two Seamuses. Seamus duplicated.
Oh no!
Kill the evil one. Both Seamuses die.
He's the evil one. No, he's the evil one.
I say we try up.
Which one can count to 4?
Oh God, not this again.
I agree. Let's check the northern path first.
All right. As you go up there's my tools. I was wondering where my tools disappeared to. As you start heading towards the northern path, that's gonna clear all of it. I don't want that.
So just use sections, unfog sections.
That's what I was trying to do. I unfogged the entire thing.
Morium, it's full of stars.
Oh, what is going on?
Full of stars.
Yeah, the entire cavern is full of stars. Oh, sorry. I guess in that. Okay. Undo sections. Let's not erase everything. As you guys come up to another fork in the road. Up or down, and your dark vision, you can see 60 feet, so.
If we don't have dark vision, what do we see?
You see dark.
You don't have dark vision? Okay.
No, but I do have dancing lights.
Those work as well.
Be psychedelic.
Okay, yeah, because you only have 8 hours left, right? Yeah. Okay, I cast dark vision. Yeah.
All right. Now you can see in the dark up to 60 feet.
Huzzah!
You do see that this path goes that way, and this path goes that way. I don't know if is that clearing that or not. I don't. Yeah. Okay.
I say we continue going up.
Okay.
All right. As you continue going,
make a racket up front, and wake whatever's up.
I pull my cloak up and go into stealth.
Why did that
It
not
worked
go
last
away?
time.
You go away.
We found a spider and 100 zombies.
It did work last time. Why won't this one go away? I don't know why that won't disappear. Erase this particular. Okay, you see the entire thing because for some reason this is not working for me.
The mirrors were there.
I was trying to get rid of it, but as you round that corner, Magpie, I need you to. Actually, I need to roll. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
And does a natural 20 for a 23 hit you?
Mm,
Um,
yes.
Okay, hang on.
These things, yes, they hit Magpie.
Where I'm standing, when I'm around like that, can I see what hit him with a natural 20?
You can see where they're coming from, and it's coming from this area. But this is a
Okay.
pretty high point. It's about 75 feet up. But you do see that 2 globs of acid-colored things fall from that area. And that is going to be... Where is my dice? That is not the right dice. That's not the right dice. I'll just roll it on here. Screw it. 9 points of damage. Acid
Okay, I get it.
damage.
Okay, 9 points is recorded.
And then 4 and... Why can't I find my D8? 9, 6, 12. I'm missing a D8. There it is.
Good. 9, 6, 12. Carry the 4. No.
And another 9 points of damage. Acid damage.
Okay. I
And
have Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Don't you have to see what attacked you to rebuke it?
Let me take a look real quick.
Yeah, you do. Or I would have stopped it for you too.
Yeah.
I can't see what it is. If you see it, you can do it, but check that as well.
Yeah, it's a visual.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be able to point at the creature that attacked me.
You.
And you do see a skeleton coming around the corner here that is alerted to your presence. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
2. Wow.
Did you just get a 2? Oh,
That's
no.
a first. I got a nat 20. Wasted the hell out of that.
I thought you said 2, and I was like, you really got a 2?
I got 12.
What did Cinder get? That's the one I'm always... Oh, she
I
only
go
got a
before I'm
16.
Only
That's
16
crazy.
this time.
Normally, Cinder's up there, like way up there.
Oh, always. It's good. Plus
Mhm.
7.
Yeah. All right,
And
so...
never
Only
up there.
4.
Meg...
The sad part is I roll a nat 20 and I'm still third.
Is your dex lower than... Yes, it is. It is 100% lower than Ankara.
What's your dex, car?
17.
Plus
It's not.
6.
Yeah,
plus-
but the plus 6 is different. Mine's.
Oh.
I have a 16 dex.
So you go before her?
No, she does. But
Oh.
I have a +4 on initiative. I don't know.
mhm.
Kara, Morium, Cinder, Seamus, and let me roll for mobs. And shoot. All right. Magpie, you're up. You just got smacked by acid.
Yeah, I'm hurting already. I'm going to chill touch old boy next to me here, the skeleton.
I rolled a hit.
Yeah, no.
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 Anything else for a magpie?
I go up to cast chill touch and some of my feathers fall off. Ah!
At least you didn't nuke yourself with a guiding bolt.
Yeah. Gosh. Ankara, you're up next.
Okay. How hurt are you looking, Magpie?
Just slightly your max.
I'm down by about a third, I think.
Okay.
Maybe closer to, just over a half.
Okay. Well, I will move up to your position.
You might want to stay in cover because I'm out in the open. If you're coming over to me, stay in cover.
Okay. I'll move up to here.
Okay.
And then I will cast Cure Wounds on Mr. Magpie.
All right.
I was kind of waiting for. I'm going to use the bird for cover.
No. No. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you for a full 11 points of healing.
Hey, that's pretty good healing.
Max that I can do.
Magpie feels much better, thank you.
Good. And then I will, that's my full movement. I will just investigate and see if I can find where the enemies are, because I was not able to see them before. And then I will just, I guess, ready action if I can, if they hit.
Well, you used your action to heal him. I will give you a investigation or a perception to see if you can see what's going on.
Okay.
You did. There is a skeleton around the corner that you would be able to see through Magpie's melted feathers.
Does a 24 help me see anything?
A 24 actually does help you see anything. Over at the top of the 75-foot cliff, you see a head poke out. And it is skeletal in nature.
Okay. Do I recognize what type of skeletal figure it may be from any of the teachings I had in school?
Through the teachings you had in school, you'd be able to tell that it's magic in nature. It's a magical skeleton, but you probably wouldn't know exactly what skeleton it is.
Fair enough. I'll point to it. I'll let everybody know in the party, and then I'll keep hiding in my hidey hole.
All right, hiding in the hidey hole. Next up is Moriam.
I'm going to take a half step this way, and I am going to blast Mr. Skelly here with a firebolt.
Do it.
21.
Yes, hits. Definitely hits.
7 points.
7 points of damage to Mr. Skelly Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And
he looks hurt.
He looks hurt, eh? Okay. And then I'm going to cast as a bonus action. I'm going to hit the Ankara here with a Shield of Faith.
All right, Shield of Faith.
Make it a glow.
And that gives bonus to AC?
2 AC to Ankara.
There we go.
Thank
All
you,
right. Cinder. With a Seamus on deck. A little bit closer.
Little bit closer. I'm going to cast Magic Stone.
Magic Stone.
And I'm going to try to hit a skeleton. 23 to hit.
23 hits the skeleton.
Magic Stone. Magic Stone. I'm going to hit you with a stone.
Oh, wow. How lame. 5 points of damage.
The skeleton crumbles to the ground.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I'm just going to move it over here and put a dead symbol on it. That way we remember how many skeletons there were, instead of just throwing them off the map. Ba-bop. Ah. Skeleton of the universe. All right, cool. Anything else for you, Cinder?
Not at all.
All right. Seamus, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to take my movement, go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Use my action to dash. 15, 20. And I think he gets me right about here. And I'm gonna try to throw my hand axe at returning at this guy right here.
Okay. Do it.
25.
25 just hits. No, I'm just kidding. It hits.
Damn.
Well, it could be under cover too, right? So that it could be under lots of cover.
It could be under lots of cover, but a 25 still hits it, even if it was to use a shield.
Some damage, and the hand axe of returning will return to my hand, and I'll throw it again.
How much damage?
7.
7? All right.
Second hit is a 27.
Man, I'm telling you, you're just barely hitting this thing.
Close every time, just right on the line.
7 more damage.
All right. 14 damage. Anything else for you?
That'll be my turn.
All right. Next up. All right, that goes. All right, and then that goes. Looking at Seamus, who drew the attention to himself. Does a natural 20 for a 23 hit you?
No. Yeah, it does.
And 18, 19, 20, 21?
21 damage?
No, 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
All right. So
we're in trouble.
This is definitely not an 8. Where is my 8? You are an 8. Okay, so 8. That is 9 points of damage on the non-crit. And 15 points of damage on the crit hit. Both acid.
Okay, so I'm going to use Absorb Elements as a reaction at first level.
All right, and that does what?
Okay, so the spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it in your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type, and the spell ends.
Okay, so you lessen the effect of it by how much?
It's resistant, so I think it's half damage.
Half.
And that is a reaction? Yes, one reaction. All right, cool. So you take half damage of 9 plus 15 is math.
24.
24. Yeah.
So 12 damage.
So you take 12 damage. And then I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, no.
14.
14. You start feeling tired.
Oh, no.
And you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
That is just disadvantage on melee attacks, right? Or just attack rolls?
It is disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
And then this goes. And there we go. All right. So we're back up to Magpie.
So, do I see this a-hole up on top up there still?
You can see him, but he is behind some cover from down there.
I just need to. I know where he's at. I am going to cast Pack Slot, Dissonant Whispers.
All right. What's the roll on that?
He needs to make a wisdom save of 15.
Of what? You said 13?
14.
14.
14.
All right. And it doesn't seem to have effect. Or it's not that it doesn't have effect, it just doesn't seem to grab a hold.
Okay.
It didn't work this time.
Okay, he did on a failed save. It still takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away as possible.
That's if it fails it. That it has to make the.
Oh, so it did make the save.
It didn't seem to grab a hold of the monster of the creature.
On a successful save, the target takes half damage and does not have to move.
All right, roll the damage.
Okay. That's 14. It's going to be 7.
7? It didn't seem to do much.
To work on my insults.
It's not that it didn't do anything, but it didn't seem to do much. All right, Ankara.
I'm just gonna use my movement. If I can move up to here, can I see Seamus?
From their line of sight, there, he is kind of still behind things. He is a little up, so I will say you can see Seamus.
Okay, I'll move up to there then, and I will cast Healing Word.
All right, cast away.
I'm gonna cast it at the 2nd level. So you get healed for 11 points of healing.
Thank you.
No problem. And I will ready my action if the figure comes down towards us. I'll ready my throwing dagger, I guess.
Okay. Healing Word is a bonus action, saving action. Cool. All right. Morium, you're up.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to have to move, I think. But to where? 10, 15, 20.
As of right now, it does have the high ground, Anakin.
I can make it to there. And is there anything I can see up there, or just a single target?
You can just see the single target.
Okay. I will then attempt to hit it with a firebolt. I guess there you go.
All right, attempt to hit with firebolt.
Oof, nope, missed. I'm sure.
You hit.
Oh boy. I'll take it. 14 points.
14 points. Starting to look a little worn.
Okay. Now what is it? It looks like a skeleton, or is it something different?
It looks like a skeleton, but it has maid robes on.
Okay.
Is what you can see.
Perfect. Good enough. Okay. That's it. I'm done.
All right, Cinder.
I'm going to use this action to move to right there.
All right.
And that's it.
All right, Seamus.
All right, so I'm gonna move up right behind him. I'm gonna yell down the magpie and gonna tell him, "Get ready! I'm sending you a package," and I'm gonna use my action to shove him down the cliff.
All right, roll a strength with disadvantage.
Bonus action rage first.
Sure, go for it.
All right, so that should even it out.
It would just be a straight roll.
9.
And I'll roll for it.
Natural one.
No. It just kind of stands there and laughs. It's not really a natural 20. He just rolled a 16 minus 1.
I think that's all I can do, unfortunately.
All right.
That's it.
Seamus, all right. Movement. These guys. Dun, 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 dun. Where did that go? I'm missing something. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Roll this real quick. All right. All right, and then he's gonna look at you, Seamus, and kind of chuckle at you, and does 7 hit?
7?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I knew as much, but 22.
Yes, that one hits.
All right. 7 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to half.
So 3.
3.
Okay.
And then he's going to, let me roll this. Nope. All right, that's going to end it. Magpie, you're up.
Am I able to fly?
You haven't tried.
I ready my daggers.
Okay.
And I am going to use gust of wind.
Gust of wind to propel yourself forward, up.
Yep. A line of strong wind, 60 foot long, 10 foot wide, blasts you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration. I'm launching myself towards Skeletor.
All right. So you shoot yourself 60 foot up into the air, spread your wings out, and you're flying. That would be 60 foot up, 60 foot straight up.
60 foot in a direction that I choose.
I mean, if you're going up, you would be pointing down towards the ground to propel yourself up.
Right.
So you're 60 foot in the air flying, but you still have movement and action and bonus, or you still have movement and bonus action.
Okay, so I am going to move myself up to here. Is this a ledge? Can I flank him from here?
From there, he's at the very edge of it, so you're just kind of
okay. As
behind
my
him.
bonus action, I'm going to deploy my movable rod.
Okay, movable rod has been deployed,
and I am perched.
All right. Then next up is Ankara.
I'm just gonna use my movement and then ready my action. If he moves closer to Morium and Cinder, I'll throw my dagger.
Okay.
And I'll move there.
All right. Morium.
Okay. Since I can go through the halfling, I'll just move over here and I will fire at with another firebolt.
All right. Roll.
Okay. Let's see if I can get the little bugger this time. Okay. That should be better than last time. So yes.
13 hits.
Another 11.
All right. The magical skeleton falls to the ground. Is that it for your turn?
How hurt does Seamus look? You okay, Seamus?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna take a step over, so in case people gotta run by, that's it. I'm just gonna wait.
All right.
I'll do no others.
All right. Cinder.
I'm gonna take this time to move closer to where Mori and Ankara are.
All right. All right. Seamus, anything for you?
I'm just gonna walk to the edge a little bit over close to Magpie. I'm just gonna try to get a better look at the overall chamber.
All right, looking across the chamber, you do see paths leading in all of these directions. You don't see behind this because this is actually about 10 foot taller than where you are right now.
Okay.
It's the big central pillar. It doesn't connect to the top, but it is up there. But you can see everything to each side of it as you look around.
Yeah, I can see the exit over here.
You can see an exit over there. Also looking down, you see a skeleton there. Skeleton moving there.
Okay. So I took 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'm gonna throw my hand axe of returning
Throw away.
toward the one down here. And do I get advantage since I'm up high?
I would normally say yes, but you have exhaustion, so you're
Okay,
rolling
so
straight.
it's 1 point of exhaustion, though, which according to this says disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh yes, it is ability checks, not attacks. That's my bad. Yeah,
Attacks
you
is
can
2.
have it. Yeah, 2 is attacks. Yeah, you have advantage.
All right. The highest one was 11.
11? Nope.
And my axe stays down there.
Yes, your axe does not return to your hands. Let me find a. Where did my tokens for those go? Little weapon over here.
Let's see. Are we raging? I'm assuming that's more than 10 feet down.
Yes.
Okay, so range on that is 15 feet, so I can't use that.
You're about 60 foot up in the air right about now.
Okay.
At the very peak, it's about 70.
Gonna use my remaining like 5 or so movement, just kind of start heading back and let everybody know there's some skeleton right down that ledge.
All right. So that ends Seamus's move. Skeleton here is going to 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this guy appears there.
Oh, shh.
Another caster, isn't he?
Yes. Now. Magpie, roll me a d20.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Gonna have to be high.
Yeah. 15. Is that high?
15's high, but not quite high enough. Your immovable rod falls from the sky.
No.
And
Was it cast upon?
it was cast upon.
Okay.
And the rod itself was cast upon.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm falling about 60 feet down this
You fall about 5 feet because you were from the edge. I will give you a dexterity or athletics or acrobatics to catch yourself on the side of the hill.
I'll take acrobatics. Ooh, 25. That's
25. Yep, you catch yourself right on the edge at the lip of the top of this thing.
Okay.
And your rod tumbles to the ground. What is the range on this? Oh, yeah, that should be fine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's fine. 19, 20, 21, 22 on Magpie.
22 points of damage.
No, does 22 hit?
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
All right. It's going to be 6 points of damage, acid damage.
Ow.
And we're up to Magpie's turn.
Okay. Shit. This guy down here in the bottom, he's an average skeleton, and I just unfortunately moved him. And then this guy up here is another one of those bad mama jamas.
Yep, and you see one starting to creep around the corner over here that's a regular skeleton. This one looks to be like it's a little bit more armored.
Okay, I'm going to pull myself back up onto the ledge.
Okay.
I am going to take out I'm going to pull my short bow.
Okay.
And I am going to arrow at this dude down here.
That guy across the way. All right.
Yep.
Fire away.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay, he is going to take 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage taken. All right. Anything else for you, Magpie?
Let's see.
If I do that,
It was no. Sneak attack, steady aim.
sorry.
Okay, I am going to take
My bad.
You're fine.
Okay, only if I haven't moved. Okay, I have moved. No. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action, Hand to Ledgermane, to grab back my rod.
What's the distance that can travel?
Would be the same as Mage Hand, and that's 30 foot.
It can't quite reach it. You're
Okay.
about 70 foot at the peak there. It
All right.
slopes down backwards towards where Seamus is.
Okay. The only other thing I can do is nothing then.
All right. Then Ankara, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna. How hurt does everybody in the party look? Because I know Seamus got a little bit of a kicking.
I'm
Magpie.
good.
Magpie, or how are you for being hurt?
Thoroughly singed. I'm down by a third.
Okay, I will quickly send a healing word Magpie's way.
Okay.
So 5 healing for Magpie.
All
and
right.
then no problem. And then I will kind of try and hide around the corner. If I can move there and just ready my action to throw a dagger if this one comes within range.
Sounds good. Morium.
Okay. This I'm going to step right to here, right so I can see this dude here.
All right.
Okay. And I am going to cast Firebolt on him. I'm going to twin it, and then and that's what I'm going to do initially. Okay.
All right.
So the first one's a 19.
Hits.
Just roll the damage at once. Next one's a 28.
It barely hits.
Well, that's close thing. Okay, so the first damage, 7 and 14. So that's 21 points. Okay,
All
and
right.
then I'm going to push some sorcery points to make Firebolt as well as a bonus action.
Quicken spell. Sounds good.
And so I'm quickening the spell, and I'm going to twin it as well.
All right, 2 more bolts flying that way. 21 barely hits.
And 27 should hit too.
21, man. 27. Oof.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
Turtle power.
29, 30, 29, 39, 41 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
As you see me come around the corner, I make a whole lot of gestures, and 4 firebolts come flying out of my hands, and the little man goes, and just a whole bunch of fire comes out of him, and it just hits him, engulfs him, and blows him to pieces.
All right, as he explodes into pieces, you hear this little bit of a soul shriek, and all of the other skeletons crumble to the ground as well.
That's what I thought. Had a feeling that thing was controlling them.
Even
I look
the
over,
2 that weren't around the corner yet.
I look over at Morium, just give him a slight smile and a thumbs up.
I am going to need to rest soon. I am getting very tired of this. Okay.
Alrighty.
You need rest too. You look very tired.
Yeah.
I use a bit of a nap. Can I go grab my axe?
Yes, you can grab your axe. You have your axe back.
I start assessing the state of my feathers.
You look a little worn out, but luckily with some quick healings and things, not too bad. You still have most of your feathers. You don't look like a naked chicken yet.
I was getting worried.
Yeah, a couple more hits might show your giblets.
I don't want to see that. I'll heal him first.
Alrighty, so the threat is gone. Initiative is over. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna tell everybody where I saw the exit and recommend we head in that general direction.
All right. Heading out the general direction. Anybody else anything before?
As I'm going down, I'm gonna use one. I'm gonna burn one of my spell slots to convert some more sorcery points in case I need them.
Sounds good.
I'm also gonna cast Cure Wounds on Magpie.
Thank you.
All right.
For 11 points of healing.
Good.
Very nice. Magpie, you look right as rain.
Magnificent.
Florida rain that's blowing sideways. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Did we find any loot on any of the bodies that we've come across so far?
Nobody's investigated yet, so
Okay, that was
You-
my next thing. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go and where Magpies. I'm gonna start checking the corpse up here.
all right. For
I'll check the
expediency,
first
if whoever's investigating wants to roll investigation, and I'll just do a lump.
I'll assist somebody else. Somebody's do it. I have nothing for that.
I've got
Advantage on it.
+6 investigation, so give me advantage.
Yes, you got it.
All right.
15.
Jesus.
Done. That's pretty bad. A 9 and a 7. Wow. And Seamus and Cinder, you investigationing?
I'm holding off. I have disadvantage on it.
My investigation's not great, but I could roll.
It's better than his disadvantage. So yes.
So you can give her advantage.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay, I'll roll again.
Oh, thank God.
Right? Like
Our highest roll so far is a 9. We're going for above a 9. Oh, no,
There we go.
There we go.
All right, as the party is scouring the bodies, you see a bunch of
Nothing.
bunch of bones. Sorry, I can't speak. You do see 2 black and purple cloaks on the 2 magic skeletons. You see 2 of the skeletons were carrying shields, and not much else. Looking around outside of that area, you do find a small book over on this pedestal here.
Sorry, I'm zoomed in too far. Where was it again? Sorry.
Over here
Up
on the
there,
bottom
okay.
pedestal, yeah.
Thank you.
And it's just a small little leather-bound notebook.
Should we open it?
Yes.
I'll open it.
I gotta get my rod back.
Well, of course you get your rod back.
You do get
No
your rod
touch your
back.
rod, trust me.
You do get your rod back.
It'll work. We'll try it out.
As you go to press it and have it in the air, it seems like the magic has been dispelled. Now you just have a fancy-looking stick. Metal, but a fancy-looking stick.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
cast it aside.
Still a nice-looking stick, but okay.
I'll pick up the stick.
Yeah, hang on with the stick.
All right, as you open the black leather-bound notebook, voices start filling your ears as whispers start. No, I'm just kidding. No, you just open it up and it's paper. As a god
Roll for
reaches out
insanity.
towards you and says, "Come to me," and you feel prepared to go. No, you start reading through the pages of this book, and it does seem to be like a journal, a very old journal, but it's in fairly well condition for how old a lot of the things in this place is. Reading through it, it seems like a journal of a little girl who grew up in a magnificent, beautiful city full of purple flowers and beautiful people, kind of reminding you of stories that you heard as a child of a city in the clouds.
Are there any dates in the book?
None that are legible. This is the writings of a child, unfortunately. But you can tell by the other things in here, if this is an actual diary from a child in that time, it probably belonged to a floating city way before our time. Now, like pre-BC.
Okay, I'll share it with the party, obviously.
Any mention of the word Bespin?
Bespin?
Never mind.
There may be, but you'd have to do a little digging. And the DM might have to do a little digging as well.
Magpie wonders if journal connected to statue of woman is connected to portal.
I don't know if it's connected to the portal, but there may be some connection to the other to the statue. I would be thinking that those two are connected in some way. The portal doesn't appear to be as happy and flowery. I think the portal was put there or discovered there, and then I know I'm making up, but it almost seems out of place from rest of the mine. No?
Yes,
I
very.
Very.
Yeah.
Were there any vines in the portal room?
In the portal room, no. On the outsides and the archway leading in, yes.
Okay.
And the purple flowers described in the book, they are illuminated. So
it looks like this is like the portal was either deliberately put there or was discovered there somehow. But no, I see everything else in here seems of a melancholy nature so far. Even the spider area was not unhappy. The portal area with the skulls and all these things seem very, very dark and twisted in some way, no? Yes, something evil or unnatural. Maybe Mr. White put it there, no?
Yeah.
Possible.
Or the little
And-
Mickey Mouse little trick.
A similarity of symbol,
Oh,
yes?
yes. I never tell you, Ankara. So, and actually, Seamus, I never tell you either. So, when we first get here from... Too long to explain. Okay, when we were... One time when I was here with the Ezio, he's a big, tall, humanoid guy. He's he's helping the Fabio. But seeing myself meet the Magpie for first time, and we find a look like drawing come to life. I think it called what his name? What is the cartoon come to life? He is as a look like a picture of mouse. Living
use
picture of mouse.
I want to use prestidigitation, or I should have.
Hang on, let me show you. So I conjure a flame and I make it look like Mickey Mouse.
There you go.
Yes.
All
And
right.
then next to it made these other things look like this, and I just changed it to look like the little brooms that were chasing off the mops. And like these things were attacking us. I don't know what happened exactly because I got beat up very hard, very quick. I hide in shell. Everyone else killed their things. I was hiding in shell, not really looking outside. So was before we see a big hand reach in, grab out. Hole appear above the mouse. Big hand appear, grab the mouse, and go back through hole.
Like a mage hand?
No, like a big, huge hand. Not mage. Well, if mage bigger than bus. Like,
Us?
well, like a busload of caravan. 2 caravans put together, big person bus. Big. Anyway, this is what we saw. You understand, Seamus?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it looked like this little flame thing. That is what he was trying to figure out here with all the noises, and then it looked like this. So I made a Mickey Mouse, and then a picture, then an animated thing of animated brooms.
Yeah. I put icons there for reference. The exact things that they fought.
Zoom in. Yeah, those little pricks. Yeah. Evil Mickey.
Yes.
Like those.
Okay.
It was a great sword suddenly turns into a keyblade.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And the big
Like the
hand that he
effect
shows looks like a big Mickey Mouse glove.
Oh my god.
And it's a big, ugly Keebler elf-looking mother. I know explain.
Do you tell him the name of? Do you tell them the name of who the bad guy is supposed to be?
We're told he's what is his name? He's what's his name? Disney?
Disney?
No, Disney. Not Disney. I don't put it. Not Disney. Not Walt
Huh.
Disney.
Doesn't ring a bell, mate.
No.
And that's what we're told. Walt Disney.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's a big-handed asshole. So.
As you're finishing up your story on Kara, you're reading along in that book a little bit more, and a name seems to pop out. A couple of them, actually. One of the names that shows up quite frequently is Anshara. Multiple times throughout the text. And the other name that shows up through there is Steve. And you can tell by the duality of some of the entries that Steve and Anshara did not get along as children. Steve was constantly bullying, picking on, throwing mud on her white dress, soiling her clothes and ichor, pulling her hair, things like that. They just didn't get along.
Prick.
I'll relay this to the party as I read through.
Saying that you're going to have to kick his ass.
Interesting, yes.
Perhaps we should go pay Steve a visit after a nap, of course.
Yeah, after a nap, I do need to sleep on after casting all those spells.
All right.
I could do it one more little scrape, but not a big one.
Yeah. So the party leads on through the tunnels, down the paths, along into the exit of this area. When you come out right down here.
It's like we just did a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so shall we go and take a nap here? No.
Before we do
That's
that
not
real
a bad idea.
before we do that real quick, I'm just gonna run outside and see if I can get the sending stone to work.
This is a good idea. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go rest, but before I do here, I think I have enough here. I have 4 left, I believe. Now.
Did you say you had a muffin?
No.
Button?
Okay, I gotta burn one more. Okay. I have to burn one more to give it 5. 1, so it's 2.
And I knew the Muffin Man.
I'm sure he did. If there was one person Magpie would know, it would definitely be a Muffin Man.
Okay, I'll burn.
He lived on Briarwary Road.
Yeah, I just kind of head outside real quick to
Cast.
try to make a call.
All right. As you do head outside, anybody going with him or?
I can stay out there and watch his back.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you're watching his back. But you walk out there, and it seems like the static that was dampening the signal is gone. All right.
Hello? Hello?
Who is this?
It's Seamus O'Shamrock.
Seamus. Oh, you're the little dwarven with the turtle and the hair and the bird. Yes. What can I help you with, friend?
Is this Fabio?
Yes, this is the great Fabio.
Great, Fabio. We found a portal. You remember you were just with us, and we explored deeper in the mine, and we found a portal.
Oh yes. You guys went into the mine. And you found a portal, you say? There's not any recorded portals there. Or at least I don't know of any. Interesting. Is there any details about this portal that you may have?
I had a bunch of skulls. There's purple. Somebody named White, I guess, went into it according to Magpie.
White. Did you get a first name? White's kind of a common thing.
White's all I got, unfortunately, from the bird.
Skulls are skulls. There's skulls everywhere. You're probably walking on skulls right now.
Well, these ones were like glowing purple and stuff.
Oh, glowing purple. The cave did kind of have a purplish glow to it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
think the portal
correlated.
might be the source of it.
Source of it. I've never had a portal put off a source, but the source could be powering the portal.
Yeah, so just want to let you know.
Okay.
How you doing, mate? You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Especially since I got rid of that black oozy crystal thing. That really messed me up a little bit. Sorry if I said anything or did anything untoward.
You just sound a little distressed. I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Oh, I just came back from a long trip. A little tired, but nothing a good rest won't take care of.
Would you like to talk about it?
Maybe when you get back, or some other time. Story time. We'll sit around the scry vision glass box and talk about it, maybe. Over some dinner or something. Maybe some portable dinners that we can eat on the couch.
Fair enough. All right, so I just wanted to let you know. I'll catch you later. Bye.
Oh,
love you.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know if anyway, if you come up with any more details about the portal or anything going on with it, please let me know at once. If there's a portal there and magic, it might cut off our communication a little bit, but as soon as you can get a hold of me, please let me know what's going on. I'm definitely interested in this.
All right. Well, I'll definitely keep you posted.
Oh, okay. Let the other party members know that their friend, the glamoury, glitzy one, I think he went by Eggio, he's doing fine. He kind of went off on his own. I sent him on like a self journey to find himself a little bit. But he's doing fine. I have eyes on him. Don't worry.
Okay, fair enough. All right, bye.
All right.
All right, so I head back in, let everybody know about Ezio and everything we just talked about, and totally did not mention anything about the weird little kiss goodbye and all that. That totally didn't happen.
Keep it between us. It's all good. Secrets with me.
A man with power can do some strange things to people.
Are we all gonna hang out in the same general area?
I think we should all sit in the one place that get locked up tight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Over here in this foreman's quarters.
That's where I'm laying down.
I want to see if anything changed in the chapel just before we end up hitting the hay, just to see if we maybe triggered anything with the levers and anything that we pulled later.
All right. Go in there and roll an investigation or perception check.
I heard lepers.
Lepers?
Lever. I'll do a perception check first, and if I don't notice anything, then I'll do an investigation. 17.
All right, with a 17, you do notice that there is a deep crack through the statue of hell.
I immediately inform the party.
Other than that, you don't really see anything at a perceptionary glance.
I will want at least one other person in there if I'm going to investigate and start touching things. But this is what's happened.
Oh, there's a Seamus over here. I'll throw him away. There we go. All right. So she relays that the hell statue is cracked before she's not going to investigate it by herself, she says.
I volunteer to go over with her to take a closer look.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bring the bird. He has
I
nimble
will very
fingers.
much. I will stress that we should use gloves. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, always be safe and glove it.
Magpie never find gloves that fit. Okay, I start looking at the crack.
And as you look at the crack, it seems like you could just kind of push half of the statue apart. It's going straight through the center, and it looks like you could just kind of push it apart in the middle.
I'll use one of my daggers to start wedging a little bit.
All right, as you start wedging, the gap does get bigger and bigger. A little bit of force, and it's kind of just teetering. You could probably just topple the two parts over.
Okay. Well, push it apart.
All right. As you push it real good. The two halves fall to the ground, and more cracks ensue along them. And what you find in the middle of the statue is a golden...
My internet just went out.
All right. We don't believe you. You weren't gone at all.
Seamus, you were sleeping in the room with everybody.
You didn't say anything either.
I'm sorry.
No,
Don't go to sleep yet. Don't go to sleep yet.
As Ankara went and investigated the chapel, the statue of hell was split down the middle with a deep crack, and Magpie just split the statue in half, just pushing it to the sides. It was kind of teetering.
With his rippling muscles, he just pulled it apart.
Oh, yeah. And as it falls to the ground, you find a golden circle about yay big. A golden hoop.
I pick it up.
Oh, you're hooped.
Shoot a basketball on it.
Looking at it, it is a very fine-looking golden hoop.
Bring it with you.
Cinder,
Yes, dear.
check this out.
I hand the golden hoop over to her.
Could be something.
Is there anything else that we want to investigate? Perhaps the book?
Yeah, I can flip through the book to see if it,
His reference.
changed anything in the book or anything like that.
No, I wanted to detect magic on it.
Yeah.
And we'll check the hoop.
Okay.
I'll cast detect magic.
Be
Oh,
right back.
okay. If you want to cast it, you can cast it. You cast detect magic, and the hoop glows extremely bright,
Okay.
like to a point where it kind of hurts to look at it. The book,
Okay.
not magical. It's just it's a diary. It does kind of glow a little bit, but the glowing you can tell is like a protective magic. Kind of keeps it where it
Okay.
doesn't just fall apart.
All right. I
Any,
share that with
any
you.
residual glow that you might get off the two cloaks of the shields that we got for the other guys.
One of the cloaks is glowing, but it's glowing with a school of necromancy.
Oh.
Is the school that you're detecting through the magic, and the shield is a shield.
Okay.
Okay, I share that with the party.
Okay.
I will.
Am I able to cast Identify on the hoop?
You can definitely cast Identify on the hoop.
Then I will do
Cara,
that.
before you cast Identify on the hoop, hold on to the hoop and the cloak.
It says one object.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
I
Sorry.
can do this twice if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'll figure it out over the time. Go ahead.
Then yeah, I'll cast Identify on the hoop.
All right. As you cast Identify on the hoop, the spell itself kind of absorbs into the hoop. As you're casting it, you can feel the arcane energies being pulled into the hoop, and you can tell that this hoop is the hoop of hell, the circle of hell, I should say. With this, if you are attuned to it, you can travel to the underworld, but you have to be careful because the object is cursed.
Better maybe to give back to Magpie.
No.
Yeah. we're gonna put this somewhere safe where
think
no
that's-
one can touch it.
I think that's something for Fabio.
Yes, very deep hole. Drop it in, and then tell Fabio where it is later.
Or
He
it could
can
be
dig
used
it up.
tactically.
Now, is it a teleport? It's a teleportation thing, but not a. So this is teleporting. It's but not
it's
not
specifically
a-
an anchor. It's a teleportation anchor. You can use it to teleport to hell, but you would have to have something to bring yourself back, or you are there.
Okay, perfect. Give it here.
Here you go.
Straight to bag holding.
All right.
No. Thank you. Okay, this is not. We don't put. Sorry, Magpie. Here, have a ring.
Okay.
It's shiny. Take
Which bag of holding do you put this in?
the open one.
The free one? Okay.
Yes.
That's probably a good thing.
Magpie has a chest of anything.
Though we have discovered through the science of one very small Morium, whenever he was enlarged reduced, they are subjugated into different parts, but we don't know the extent of those barriers. What they protect against or inside.
Yes.
Now, if it's a cursed object, do I know the nature of the curse?
The curse itself is linked to a specific demon. within the circle of hell, the name is not coming to you. There's something protecting the name.
Oh, okay, great. Probably one of the big ones. Oh, not that we want to go there. Okay.
Not particularly, no. But
Now this is one of the objects we need to get back to him. So this is good. I will now segregate everything in this. This is the bag of holding, but nothing else in. Good. Okay.
Yes. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
Before I lay down to go to sleep, I'm going to twin and extend spell to who wants to see in the dark for tomorrow.
Magpie.
Sure.
And Cinder. Okay, too late. Sorry, I hadn't got it. You get tomorrow.
it's okay.
So I twin spell extend, and I cast dark vision on both of you guys for 24 hours.
Thank you.
And then I am now going to lay down and have nap because I need nap.
Wait,
Sorry,
before everybody does that, I'm gonna switch forms.
just me.
In a starry form?
Everybody, we're all in the same area, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to use my ability to go to starry form chalice,
Okay.
and I'm going to heal. So while in starry form, with the chalice constellation selected, whenever I cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, you or another creature within 30 feet of me can regain 1d8 plus 4 hit points.
Okay.
So
What spell are you using to heal?
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Magpie.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
You're good to go? Okay, then I'll cast it on Seamus.
Okay.
Go to. I'm 65 out of 69.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're not too bad.
No, everyone's pretty caught up.
Yeah,
I
we
just-
just
We're
need,
okay?
I just have a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, maybe save your spell for that. I have one more left here. So no, Cinder, can you help his exhaustion?
I don't know if I can.
We
Check
can't
your spell
yet.
list.
We do
Rest-
not have.
I have lesser restoration.
That
It
should
doesn't
work.
work.
That
Doesn't work.
doesn't work on exhaustion?
Just hang on.
Greater restoration does. I have lesser
That's-
restoration, and I checked.
Yeah, great. It is greater, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
you
I
also
can't.
sleep and you lose a level of exhaustion. So
You lose a level of exhaustion after that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then never mind. I don't change forms.
okay.
Long rest then?
I would really like to take some time. Yes. Please, if I can.
yeah, I could use a long rest too. I'm out of spell slots, I think.
I can take first watch.
All right. Cinder's taking first watch.
Yeah. So we have 3 watches. Cinder has to be on one, Magpie on another, and Seamus on another. So choose,
Why 3 watches?
because they're the only 3 that can see in the dark.
And the door does lock. So there's that.
Oh,
You have the
okay.
keys to lock the door.
You can do. All right.
Do
Yeah.
we want to just do that and just forget about watches?
That'd be fine too. Yeah,
And
we could sleep.
before everybody's even done, you just see Seamus on the ground just snoring.
Seamus on the ground snoring. Everybody takes a long rest. On Kara, as you are sleeping, your mind starts to wander. And you wake up. Sorry, I'm looking for something real quick. You wake up in a dream. Everything looks a little fuzzy. And you're back home. back home with your family, and you look down at yourself, and you're definitely a lot younger than you were when you fell asleep. As you're sitting there playing with flowers and writing poetry and music, someone walks up to you. He walks up with mud in his hand. This figure is very familiar to you. This familiar figure is Gregory.
Oh.
As he stands in front of you with mud in his hand, looking down at you, writing your book, what would you like to do?
Oh geez. Ask him what his intentions are with the mud. Like, you're not gonna throw this on my dress again, are you? Not again.
Throw it on your dress. Why would I do that? And he just takes it and smears it across your face. Straight mud pie to the face. How's it taste?
I'll spit it back out in his face. Would I have prestidigitation at this point in my life? If I do, I'll clean myself.
Any spells that you have when you fall asleep, you retain in the dream state.
Okay. I'll use prestidigitation and I'll clean myself, and I'll ask him, I don't know how it tastes, but how does this taste? I'll then use prestidigitation again to soil him head to toe in mud.
He's like, what? How did you? And he starts breathing heavier and heavier as his body starts growing and growing. And all of a sudden his skin starts turning to stone. As instead in front of you, Gregory the boulder is there. Roll for initiative.
Oh my god. Okay. 22.
22. Very good initiative. I'm erasing things, sorry.
Would I have my long rest already, or am I in the process of? Okay.
Yes, in the dream world, it's a little weirder. Yeah. You've had your long rest. You're back at tip top. So Ankara, and as he is growing in front of you, he grows to twice your size. Remember, you're a child, not your full size right now. So he grows to like an adult size. Okay. And you get to go first.
Okay. I'll take the benefit of the doubt at first. I have no idea what to do. I will obviously back away from him, and I'll cast sleep.
Cast sleep. All right, what's the saving spell on that?
It will be
Yeah. It's not much of a save.
No, it's just roll for hit points.
Oh yeah, okay. You can roll for hit points if you would like.
Okie dokie.
5d8.
Yeah. So 29.
29. All right. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect. You are in the dream world.
Of course. Okay. Then I'll take however I can as far as a full move, and I'll just move away from him.
All right. Seeing that he is still in the process of growing at this point, he does not get an attack of opportunity. Let me just open up a page here. We'll just do blank. We'll throw a grid. That way we have a... Oh, that's... Okay. We'll do a different one. We'll do stone.
Okay.
Pick the worst map you own and use it.
Yeah, I completely forgot to clear that map.
Real cartoony looking dream world we got here.
Yeah. For all intents purposes, because I don't have a stone looking guy, I'm going to use God, that's a terrifying thing. Yeah, definitely not that one. Yeah, I think we fought a couple of those.
Yes, you did.
I sent you a sidebar there, Nomad.
All right.
In the map.
Second. All right. So, you were here, you took a step back, and then you can move your movement. So you've only moved 5 feet.
Okay, then I'll take the full 25 feet back.
All right. And does that end it for you?
For my turn, yeah.
All right. He gets to his full form, and he reaches down on the ground and pulls up just mud and muck and is going to throw it at you. He's not going to do anything with the 10, I don't believe.
No, AC 16.
You see him just kind of throw his arms down and that's going to end his turn.
Okay. I'll just continue to keep my distance from him. Is he made of stone?
It looks like his skin is made of stone. Yes. As far as if that has any effect, still to be determined.
I'll cast Shatter.
Shatter.
And he has disadvantage on saving throw of Constitution 14 because he's made of stone.
All right. Constitution 14, disadvantage. Oh, I'm not rolling with that. Sorry. Disadvantage. He does fail. Now,
Okay,
question for you. What is your character's emotional state at this moment?
Fear in seeing the person known as for backstory, my character's like childhood bully, but seeing that he was distraught in the fact that I now have magical prowess, a little more confident in my ability to face him.
Okay. And so he does fail.
So 10, I believe that is thunder damage.
10 thunder damage. All right. The chest area starts to crack. Anything else for you?
No, I think I'm just gonna wait and see what he does and try and see if I can react as well as I can if he does anything.
He looks at you, seeing what you did to him. He is going to move forward. 5, 10, 15. and he is going to swing at you. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. We do a. Where's my dice at? What is this? This looks funky. That's a 10. There it is. Okay. All right. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he looks down at you. You don't hurt me. I hurt you. And just kind of roars at you. And that ends his turn.
Shoot. Okay, I'm going to move my movement again to try to get a little bit of distance between me and him.
All right. This does provoke an opportunity attack.
Then maybe not.
Okay.
I forgot about attack of opportunity. I'm just gonna go at him again with shatter.
All right.
Yeah. At the 3rd level.
3rd level disadvantage.
14 con.
14 con. Well, it's good as disadvantage. That is, ooh, he makes it. 18
Shoot.
and a 20. The first one was 18, and I was like, ooh, no.
It's still half as much damage on a successful
Yes.
successful one, so I will roll the damage.
All right. And emotional state check-in?
A little more fear, but trying to not shake myself and stay grounded against the boulder.
All right. And that was how much damage? Sorry.
19 damage halved, so
19, 18, 9 points of damage. All right. This one, it doesn't seem to do as much. It does hit him, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on him otherwise.
okay.
He is going to pick up a rock, a boulder, if you would, and he's going to try and slam it down with a 14.
Does not hit.
All right, as he holds the boulder over his head and goes to slam it down on top of you, do you just kind of, how do you dodge it?
His classic move of trying to chuck a boulder on one's head is a move he's tried many a time in my life. So I'll just do a nice somersault roll to the side, and I'll even do jazz hands when I land.
All right. Mm-hmm. With that, the boulder smashes the ground, and you see one of his arms start to crackle.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
Well, if Shatter's not really doing much. I am going to taunt him, I guess. I'll tell him, using your old tricks again, it isn't gonna work on me this time. You're gonna need a lot more power behind your swing if you're gonna try and hit me with that one again. Wisdom 14 save.
All right, emotional state check-in.
A little more fear at this point, but still confident in the ability to defeat the foe.
Okay. That is a 15 on the dice.
Okay. I think it's still, I don't know if you take. No, it does nothing if you succeed. So I'll just taunt the air. That'll be my turn.
All right. He looks down at you and goes, "You're not as scared as I would like. Something different about you." And he's going to swing again. With a 15.
Does not hit.
All right. As he swings, explain your dodge.
I will try and deke him out by thinking I'm going one way, and he'll swing at that way, and I'll just simply roll again to the right, and another use of my jazz hands.
All right. With the jazz hands ensue, you see the hand that he just swung, his left arm, begin to crack.
Okay.
And it is your turn now.
I am going to try and taunt him again with vicious mockery. Tell him, if you're such a boulder, then why are you crumbling to bits? You used to have such thick skin back in the day. What's stopping you now?
All right. Emotional state?
A little more confident seeing him fall to bits.
All right. That's 4 on the dice.
Cool. So 2d4
for a total of 6.
3 damage.
3 damage. With this, you see the chest crack even more. All right. Oh, shoot, I can't write. Okay. All right, it's his turn again. He's just gonna stand there and kind of look at you, kind of just confused, wondering why this weak little girl who used to be terrified of him is actually not scared of him anymore. As the hard shell around him starts to crumble to the ground, and a visage of a little boy is standing there in front of you. You have just conquered your fear for the first time.
Ooh, yay. Okay. I'll go up to him. If he's small and less scary looking. I'll go up to him and I'll pat him on the shoulder and I'll be like, people grow, people get experiences and they can change. And if you ever want to spar again, I will be here to challenge you.
As his visage just wilts away, you fall back into the darkness of sleep. And that is where we are going to end tonight. You can go ahead and take another long rest. Whenever you get out of the dream, you're back to full.
Perfect, thank you.
Alrighty. Hope everybody had fun. Thank you guys for watching, those who are watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. If you have a Amazon Prime, make sure to use it on somebody. Doesn't have to be